Holy cow! Welcome to Donnie's Hangout Adventures. And I'm glad I only show me on the video and not the rest of the apartment. The rest of the apartment looks like an utter mess, literally and figuratively. Now, today, Tina Turner died. She was 83. Now, when I'm doing retrospectives on deaths, it's what I've always done. I try to look at their legacy. I do that a lot. But you know, with Tina Turner, I had to think. I had to really think, which did I want to discuss? I think her legacy goes beyond music. I really do. Now, I wrote a script for this, a couple pages, and this is what I really think. Now, she died. She went in her home and she died in Switzerland, but her final years, she fought cancer, strokes, kidney failures, which is pretty ironic considering how tough of a life Miss Turner had. Now, I could talk about her, her film roles like in Mad Max when she won NCAA for Outstanding Actress. I could talk about her countless hits like What's Love Got to Do with It, We Don't Need Another Hero. But no, I'm not going to go that direction. This is actually a topic I read a lot about in college. It's actually a topic I've watched quite a bit of documentaries on. And I think when you're looking back at Tina's legacy, you're going to I think her legacy is going to be when she was married to Ike. And you know why I think that? Because it showed one thing, that spousal abuse is everywhere, literally and figuratively. And it could be your next door neighbor. It could be somebody completely famous, like Tina Turner. Now, her marriage to Ike was volatile. Very volatile. That was documented, and even in the movie, What's Love Got to Do with It. From 1962 to 1978, she was married to Ike. But after recording A Fool in Love, which was really early in their marriage, Tina wanted to end their relationship. But Ike hit Tina in the head with a wooden shoe. And as is the case in most, if not all, of these abusive relationships, it was a way for the abuser to install fear in the other person. Now, like a lot of times, they do love them, even though that they're very abusive, and they're usually a narcissist too. They do love them. It's not easy to walk away from that.
I know.
And my wife knows about this too. And that's not the reason I'm doing this video. It's just something I wanted to talk about and what I think Tina's legacy actually is. But like most times, they hope and pray and spend countless hours and nights hoping they will change. Usually they don't, but they hope that they can change. And Tina in 1968, and this is another thing that happens a lot in these relationships, a lot. She even tried to attempt suicide to end her life because they get to the point, being in these relationships, thinking that they are completely worthless and nobody else would want them. And it's a little tough to talk about, but I do believe this is Tina Turner's legacy. I really do. And after years and years of taking shit from Ike, she finally decided to leave him with only 36 cents and a mobile credit card. And she ended up filing for a divorce finally, I feel like that this is Tina's legacy. Because you can't talk about, you could talk about her music and her movies and all that, but you also talk about her courage to leave a very abusive relationship. Now, they don't really, Ike was a very dark man. I'm not talking about his color, I'm talking about his private life. Supposedly later in his life he had bipolar and they found that out. He was heavy into cocaine. I don't think it had anything to do with the way Ike was. He was a narcissist and a very abusive to Tina Turner for many, many years. Now, Tina cut ties with Ike after the divorce. She didn't talk to Ike anymore whatsoever, and she didn't talk to him. She didn't talk to him, or she got ties with him. He hadn't talked to him for over 30 years, even after he was dead in 2007. Because after the divorce, she had to work on herself, literally and figuratively, to get her confidence and her self-esteem back, which is a constant battle in these very abusive relationships, and on top of it, Ike being a narcissist. I know a lot of people, they're going to talk about Tina Turner's career and all her hits and movies, and she was a trailblazer in rock and roll. That's fine. You can talk about that. I think she left a really big legacy with that. But to me, when they look back on Tina's legacy, I think it's going to be her very volatile and abusive relationship to Ike and the amount of courage it took for her to eventually leave him. And it goes to show you, they say a lot of times abuse and, being married to a narcissist is a poor man's thing. It's not. You can be somebody as famous as Tina Turner and put up with this. And it's really true. It's really true. Now, I know I'm not trying to pile on here, but that's what I believe Tina Turner's legacy actually is. Beyond the music. Beyond the music. You know what? That's how I'm going to end this video. May she rest in peace. And that's what I believe her endearing legacy is. Because she inspired a lot of people over the years. She really, really did. You know what? I don't have anything to add other than, well, rest in peace to Tina Turner.